Hey everyone, John here from testprepinsight.com, and today I'm going to be comparing LingQ and Pimsleur, two pretty popular but also very different language learning apps. And just as a quick note, since this is just a video and I'm just going to be covering the major highlights, if you want some more information about these language programs at any point, we have tons of helpful reviews and comparisons over on our website. An easy way to get over there is just to Google Test Prep Insight, LingQ versus Pimsleur. That's a quick way to find the written guide. Okay, so right out of the gate, I just want to break down how each app works. This is going to help provide a baseline for my analysis, which I'll get to here in a minute. So let's start with LingQ. And the short story here is that LingQ turns various forms of written and audio content into lessons for language learners. You can import your own content or choose from the community library of books, news articles, podcasts, YouTube videos, and a lot more that they have. These materials mainly come in the form of written text with accompanying audio and are entirely in whichever language you're trying to learn without any side-by-side English translations. And really, the idea here is to create an immersive learning experience by providing learners with extensive exposure to your target language through reading and listening to a wide variety of authentic content. That way, you start to acquire your target language naturally through learning vocabulary in the right context. So that's the LingQ learning method in a nutshell. Now, Pimsleur, on the other hand, takes a more traditional approach with a structured learning path. To start each Pimsleur lesson, you complete a 30-minute audio exercise where a moderator speaking in English walks you through a guided conversation step by step. You listen to a few sentences in your target language, the moderator will then briefly stop to explain the situation to you, and then he'll have you participate by answering questions and repeating phrases. This 30-minute audio exercise is really the heart and soul of the Pimsleur lessons, and it's pretty much what they're known for. Then after the audio lesson, you review and reinforce what you just learned through a variety of drills and exercises. It's kind of like class followed by homework in a way. These reinforcement drills include reading drills, digital flashcards, quizzes, pronunciation training, and speed games. Plus, they've got some supplemental features too, like vocab bonus packs and direct speaking exercises with Voice Coach, their speech tool. And that's Pimsleur in a nutshell. Core audio lessons followed by detailed review exercises with a few bonus tools wrapped around it all. Alright, so before I get into what I like and don't like about each app, let's quickly talk about cost, since that's always an important point. So LingQ does offer a free version of their app, but as you might imagine, it's pretty limited. At the end of the day, they want you to sign up for one of their premium plans, which costs somewhere between $8 and $15 per month, depending on whether you want to pay for 6 months, 12 months, or 24 months in advance. And then switching over to Pimsleur, their flagship plan costs around $20 per month. So really, at the end of the day, pricing between the two companies is pretty close, but technically LingQ is the more affordable option. But with that said, I would encourage you to check for sales and coupons before buying. We track both companies' sales calendars, and they're both almost always running some sort of deal or special promotion, and you can usually knock a few bucks off with Pimsleur and LingQ. In fact, I'll drop any current discounts I can find floating around out there down below in the description for you, so make sure to check that out before buying. You might be able to save a few bucks with one of these apps if they end up being a good fit. Alright, so now let's get to my thoughts on how these two language apps stack up. And let's start with the reasons why you should choose Pimsleur over LingQ. And the first is the fact that Pimsleur offers a clear-cut lesson plan and curriculum, while LingQ does not. And this is because Pimsleur is more of a traditional language learning app with a structured learning path, while LingQ is more of a collection of random books, podcasts, articles, and things like that, all packaged up in a way to help you learn a new language. But really, I think having a set lesson plan and curriculum is better for two reasons. First, a structured approach helps you progress through the language acquisition process systematically and prevents you from feeling overwhelmed. And then second, I like that within the structured learning environment, there are clear objectives and goals for each lesson. This not only helps you maintain consistency in learning, but it also helps you stay motivated as you work towards these goals. And then reason number two is that Pimsleur is better at jumpstarting your conversational skills. One of the most effective ways of learning a language is getting frequent, heavy doses of verbalization. You need to consistently hear and speak the language you're learning to get comfortable with it, and Pimsleur offers way more opportunity to do this than LingQ. Sure, you get plenty of practice listening with LingQ, that's really the basis of their program, but they fail at helping you to develop your speaking skills. Now in contrast, the Pimsleur audio exercises and voice coach tool are great at developing your speaking skills since you get daily doses of real conversations and feedback on your pronunciation with their speech recognition technology. And then lastly, I want to talk about lesson format. Even though each Pimsleur lesson takes a lot longer to complete than a typical LingQ lesson, close to an hour all in versus 5 minutes on average with LingQ, the beauty of the 30-minute audio portion of each Pimsleur lesson is that you're not tied to your phone. For half of every lesson, you don't have to be staring at a screen. With these Pimsleur audio lessons, you can just hit the play button and go about whatever you're doing. You can do a lesson while you're on the treadmill, doing the laundry, going for a walk, whatever. Any mindless task. Basically, I like that you can be productive with your time while still doing a lesson. It's a huge advantage for them. You can even do an audio lesson while you're driving because they do have a special driving mode. That is really nice. Okay, so that's Pimsleur. Now let's turn the tables and cover the major reasons to go with LingQ to learn a new language. And the first one is LingQ's massive content library. It's pretty amazing, honestly. You can easily get lost among all of these different choices. So as I mentioned earlier, there is an abundance of different lessons to choose from within the LingQ platform, whether it's current news articles, books, cartoons, podcasts, and a lot more. And then breaking it down further, you can sort by topic too. So think sports, technology, food, science, travel, history, the list goes on and on. That way you can simply focus on the type of lesson and topics that actually interest you, which is great. Not only does learning with relevant content provide context for language use, helping students understand how the language is used in real life situations, but it can also help students retain new vocabulary more effectively because you're more likely to focus on and relate the information to what you already know. All right, so number 2, I like that LingQ allows you to import your own content and turn them into lessons. And they make it super easy. Simply copy and paste the information yourself or upload a file, and then LingQ automatically creates a transcript and converts your uploaded content, whether it's an article, book, podcast, or anything else, into a personalized lesson tailored to you. And yes, this touches on my last point about relevant content. When you choose the material that's relevant to you and you find interesting, it makes the learning experience more engaging and effective. You can focus more on understanding the language itself, rather than trying to understand the content. Plus, familiar content offers context for learning new words and phrases, enhancing the ability to remember and use them properly. And last up here, I like how LingQ gamifies the language learning experience. You can earn points and coins for various activities, such as reading, listening, and learning new words. And as you accumulate points, you advance through different levels, providing a sense of achievement and progress. And then on top of that, LingQ keeps track of your streaks, they offer challenges and contests to keep you focused on your goals, and there's leaderboards where you can see how you compare to others in terms of points, words learned, and other metrics, which creates a sense of competition and kind of helps to motivate you. I just think it enhances the learning experience overall, making it more enjoyable and engaging, while also boosting your confidence with a sense of accomplishment, motivating you to keep learning. So I definitely want to give LingQ credit for that. But anyway, that about does it for the detail in this comparison, so let's get to my final verdict. But before I hit you with that, I do just want to mention that every single month here at Test Prep Insight, we actually give away a free language learning subscription to one person. It's super simple to enter and everyone is eligible. I'll put all the details down below in the description on how to get entered, but just know it takes like 10 seconds and hey, you never know. You could win a totally free subscription to Pimsleur or LingQ. All right, back to the final verdict. Should you choose LingQ or Pimsleur to learn a new language? Well, between these two language apps, if you're trying to select just one to study with, in my eyes, it's not even really a competition. Pimsleur is a far superior program. With their clear learning path, in-depth audio lessons, reinforcement drills, voice coach feature, and the supplemental tools, it's just a much more comprehensive language learning program overall. To me, LingQ is more of a random collection of content designed to teach you new vocabulary with no real game plan. I like it for what it is, but in my opinion, it would be better used as a complementary tool. So at the end of the day, if you're serious about learning a new language, I would recommend Pimsleur over LingQ. But anyway, that's all I've got for you. I hope this video has been helpful and you learned a little something about both these companies. If so, please return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and drop me a quick comment below. That would be really appreciated. And again, if you want to see that full, detailed rate comparison of these two companies that I mentioned earlier in this video, just hop on over to our website. Again, that's testprepinsight.com, or you can check out the other videos we have on our YouTube channel. We've got a bunch of great content out there. But as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and I'll see you in the next one.